if, PulseChain is leverage on Ethereum one way or another, does that, and if we do get the ETF in August, what do you think about that? And will that be priced in running up to it? Could that put us on a run in our ecosystem as well?
100% it could. 100% good. Maybe it'd be good to look here at ETH and Pulse against each other. Maybe that'd be appropriate. We're definitely underperforming the ETH fractal here. You can see I got this ETH fractal out from the beginning days of ETH. So we did kind of the same action, but we just rolled over. We didn't quite get up into this kind of area was where where ETH did. Let me do a line chart. Let's do a daily. Let's switch this to a lighter color so everyone can see clearly. And then let's just compare how ETH has been playing with Pulse and how Pulse has been playing with ETH. All right. So we'll start from not the launch phase, but just kind of where ETH kind of bottomed out. Looks like PLS kind of bottomed out around the same level. And then, during this phase here, it appears as though ETH kind of, actually, you know what? Look at this. Pulse bottomed at the same time and overperformed. So it was just this divergence here where Pulse sold off and ETH kept moving up. And then ETH went sideways, and then Pulse mooned. And then they both went sideways together. And then ETH went parabolic. And Pulse was just basically fighting upwards. But in terms of percentage gains and losses here, from the bottom, ETH went up 164%, where at the same time, PLS went up 364%. So 2.6x versus a 4.6x means that Pulse is twice as good in terms of pumpamentals as ETH is. Now I think let's just track the downside quick. It looks like ETH is down 27%, whereas PLS is down 65%. So that volatility works in both directions, which makes trading this a lot of fun, or at least DCAing in. You might as well wait for the big pullbacks to DCA in. And yes, you can definitely watch ETH top and at the same time that PLS topped. It's almost to a T. So, Richard comes in I shouldn't say for fact because I don't know, but let's say SAC wallets come in and buy ETH here, same time as they bought Pulse here. And so it made, SAC wallets are so powerful in this industry, they literally made the top on both. Isn't that interesting?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the upside, the downside too, and it gets me kind of excited too, just for, a lot of people talking about the bright future of ETH and PulseChain being leveraged on that and being able to, do all the stuff we can do in the ecosystem starting early. I don't know. It's like, what else do we need to do to sell people on PulseChain? It's like, if you like ETH, how would you like to be early and have all these new products? Like, not just early on ETH, but early on all the products that are forked or new that are built, from ETH too, and have this kind of economic energy and mindset and community that's, mad gains and tech and, freedom and all this stuff too. Man, that's one of the things. I mean, you can look at crypto Twitter one day or 1 week or 1 month or whatever, and everything's just the sky is falling. But when you look at the data, when you look at the charts and see the obvious things just sitting there, I don't know how it doesn't get exciting for people.
Total active wallets on PulseChain up and to the right. Daily transactions steadily climbing over time. And I can prove it just by drawing a simple line. Do a nice and bright one for you. From these lows here to where the recent lows. That is an up and to the right trend. Daily transactions. What else? Pulse supply, probably not important for us here today.
That's actually on the transactions too. We haven't went parabolic on transactions, which is maybe that's a question too. Which metrics haven't we just seen it?
All kinds of stuff. It's just steady growth. Look at total active wallets, just steady growth. DAI from Ethereum. Let's watch this chart. This is going to be an important one. You see here, we bottomed out at 20 million. We're coming up to 30 million. Higher low would be nice here around 30 million. what else can we talk? I mean, this is just like, even if you just measure from the local low, from the lows to the local low, this is the trend here. So we're trending back into support here. Would not be surprised to see that pump up around 30 million DAI on and bridged in on chain to get a pump off that level in a reversal, similar to what we got here. We get one of these.
Amazing.
We'll come back into here. What else? Well, and this is, you know, I'm paying for Glassnode, so I might as well share this information. Glassnode, or not Glass. Yeah, it is Glassnode. Okay. And if we go to Ethereum transaction activity, we can actually see. Oh, hold on. Let me pull me down for a second. Remove from stage, and I'm gonna log in quick, and then I'll pull it. Just give me a second. This is OPSEC, guys. I don't show you my email address online.
No benefit.
Okay, now we're good. You can pull me back up. Okay. Transaction history. Let's look at what. Let's see. Gas. We can track gas. We can do transaction count on Ethereum. Look, yeah, we haven't. Look, in the early days of Ethereum, let's go back to those days. We looked something like this, flat. So we might be in this period here for a pulse chain. Just kind of flat, slow trending up and to the right, you know, nothing crazy. We haven't even really gone parabolic on transactions yet. And what, you know, the irony is here is this will be the telltale sign is when you start getting huge spikes in transaction numbers, but just some sideways action here before the move. And then that will mark early that we're getting ready to do a parabolic move, because it's basically what it is it's some kind of new activity is coming into the chain. That's interesting. So if Ethereum is going to give us some insight into what's to come, you know, we're just getting started in terms of the bull run, and how I think we're looking at an extended cycle that goes out into 2026. I've been saying that for a while. That whole period I just showed you when I zoomed in was this period down here. So that, you know, there's an even bigger wave that comes later. And then we get the bear market, and then we get the next bull market. And so, I mean, looking out forward 10 years, you know, we're down here. We're way down here in the first, you know, year from for Pulse. So, yeah, I mean, what is your thoughts on that transaction data?
Well, just looking at that, I mean, I was going to ask the question too. If we're right there at the beginning and we're leverage on ETH, does that mean we get to, you know, those higher points faster? Is it more of a compressed time cycle?
I think so, because you're booting up. Yeah. So in other words, do we get this parabolic move in less time? I believe so, because you're rebooting the Ethereum engine with a marketplace that has a lot deeper understanding of how all these different protocols works, and they already exist. Like, basically, this whole period here, there was no real DeFi products on Ethereum. This was all just trash. All the real good products for DeFi came out here.
Yep.
I mean, Chainlink didn't even launch until somewhere in 2019. I think it was somewhere in here. Oh, what?
Man, that first run up though, that's a powerful bootstrap. That is something, again, and again, everyone wants it to happen. And it's kind of like one of those things where, it sounds super bullish, but I mean, I think there could be something to it. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, I mean, why, if we're leveraged on Ethereum, we've already got the stuff here. We already know how to do all the things, liquidity, all the stuff too. Why wouldn't it be in a compressed cycle like that?
I think you're right. I think it is going to be. I think it's going to be crazy. And I mean, what else can I say? I'm here and I'm fully invested in Richard Hart. You know, I'm here and I'm fully invested in, believe that he's trying to fix DeFi, and I think a lot of us are feeling the same way. I don't know how many people are watching us, but I know a lot of OG Hexicans watch your stuff, and you know, we're hanging on. We got stakes going out, you know, upwards of 15 years. So we obviously, you know, we're here to stay, and we believe in what's happening here. And, you know, some of the conversation around the builders on PulseChain, and even just bringing back to life, old contracts from Ethereum that have been forked that have a tremendous value on the Ethereum side is very exciting.